Welcome to a new video for Python programming. In this video, I want to discuss about methods. So let's say string methods. So we'll discuss about some methods that can be used on values, on string values or string variables. To put, let's say, we have to discuss first of all some methods that will use for different checks. Let's say methods for checks. For example, we have a method to check how many characters we have in our string, or to see if a string it will ends with something or starts with something. We will see these types of methods. Also, I want to discuss regarding to the changing the case, the letters if they are upper or lower. I will capitalize it and so on. We also will discuss about spaces with strip methods. Strip methods. We'll see that we have three different methods that can be used. And I think also some other functions to edit the strings. To edit, it's okay. Edit strings. Okay, I think that this will be the structure of this video. First of all, I use it here the name methods, so not a function. The difference between a function and a method is actually a method. It will be a function that it will be called for a value or for an object. When we will learn about object-oriented programming, we will see that this method it will be inside of a class. So to call a method, we need an object or we need a value to call that method. For a function, we can call it directly. I'll make here an example. Let's put a code. If I want to call the function, for example, print is a function. So if I want to call this function, I put directly print and hello world or function. In this moment, I can print it this text function or Python. Let's print actually Python. So this is a function because I don't need something to call that function. If I will have a method, that method to be called needs something, needs a value. For example, if I want to count how many times the letter T it's in Python, I have to do something like Python. So this is my value that in this moment I call a method. So I will call the count method, and I want to check how many times the letter T is in Python. So if you see here, I have to call this method. It's also a function, but to be called needs something, needs a value or a variable. Here I have a variable. This method count, what actually it's doing, it's to count how many times this T it is in my string in Python. So it have to return a value or an integer value. So I will save in, actually I will print directly, print, no, let's put in a variable. I will say number of T equal with, and now I will print this number. So I'll have print, I'll call the function now. So I don't have to have something before that function because it's a function, not a method. Print number of T, sorry. So in this moment, it will print 1 because it's only 1 here. So it will be 1. If I will have another one, let's say T again, I will have 2 and so on. Let's say that I have number of n, number of n equal with, but I will change the text. I will say Python is nice dot count of n. So, and print it. Print number of n. So in this moment, it will print 2 because I have one here and another one here. Let's see, 1 and 2. Let's see if I want to count the P letters. So I'll have something like number of P equal with, and I will have Python. Python is a programming language. Dot count, and I will count after P and print it. Print number of P. So here we have a problem because we see we have a P here and another P here. So we have 2 of P, but if we run it, we have only 1. This is a problem actually with the case sensitive. Our function, our method count is case sensitive. What means that? Means that this P is different than this one. So if we count for small p, we'll count only this. If we count for big P or capitalized one, we'll have also 1. Let's put a programming language, my preferable. I don't know if it's a word, this one, but I will have another P. So now if you have P small p, we'll have 2 because I have also 1 here, and I will have bigger P, it will be 1. So that's why our count method, it will be case sensitive. So the small p, it will not be the same one with great P. So this is a method and this is a function. So this one, it will be the difference between method and functions. So regarding to the count method, this method actually will count how many times a substring appears in a string. We put it here only with letters, but we can use something like number of let's say pi equal with let's make a string that contains multiple times pi. So I will say Python is not the Python snake. Python is not the Python snake, is the with comma, is the programming language that has the files with the Py extension. Let's put in this way. And count, I will count pi. Just a second. Pi. So here I will count this substring pi. I will have 1 here, 1 here, and this one it will not be. So I have only 2. So let's check it. Print number of pi, not the pi. Right. So it will be 2, I said. And if I will put also here with a small letter, I will have 3, and so on. So this is the count method. I'll make another code here to discuss, because here we can have also some let's say function for or method for checks. But actually I say that the word use it function is also correct. You can use function for methods because a method it is a function, so it's correct also. So that's why I say that we have some methods that can help us to check if a string ends in something or start with something. Let's put with starting. Uh, the name of the function, it will be very easy. Start start with. So this is the name. It's really easy. So let's print directly. So you use a function print, and here I want to use also for Python dot starts with. I want to check if it's starting with P. Also, it is case sensitive, so be careful. This P is different than the small p. So in this moment, this starts with actually check if this string it will start with this letter. So the result, the output of this method, it will be true or false, a boolean value, and that true or false it will be printed directly. So the output of the method starts with, it will be pass it to the function print, and this function it will print on the console. Let's see it through. If I have to check with small p, actually now we'll have a false because he don't start with a small p. It starts with a capitalized p. So also, if we have start with, we have and ends with. So this one, it will be similar. Let's put print, also Python, and with, let's say, only on, or let's make a false in. So actually it doesn't ends in, so we'll have a false. No, we have here false. Let's put now to have true actually. On. So it will be true because yes, it is true. The Python text, it will ends in on. Great. So this is some methods that can be used to check. We can check if our string starts with something or ends with something. If we have some with count, we can check also. We can say that we check if contains any substring. We have another method find, but we can use also count because if it doesn't contain that substring, we'll have actually the count, it will be 0. So we can check in similar way. We say that here, so if we have a method, we have there a value or a variable. So it's possible also here, I will change here, message equal with Python. And here I will use this message. So it's possible also to use that variable, that message variable, to call my methods. So are similar. Okay, that's all regarding to the checking function. So methods for different checks. Let's go to the changing case, because we saw here that if we have capitalized P, it will not have a true value that it's starting with P. What we can do actually, and we learn here code, we can change this. We have some methods that can change actually uh, the text, our text. So for example, if I have this Python, I can make something like, I will put also in a variable now, variable message equal with Python, Python. And now what I can do is, if I want to have all letters to be small letters, let's print directly, print. I will have my message that I have the method, I will say small letters, lower. This method, actually what he's doing is to create a new string with all these letters, but small letters. So I don't have capitalized P here, I will have a small p. Let's see. Look, so we have only a small p, is not a capitalized one. If I want to have only big letters, only capitalize them, I will have, let's say, print message dot upper. So it is a method, that means it's a function, so I have to put the parentheses. So in this moment, actually, all letters, it will be capitalized. So look, we changed actually that text. What is important here? Our method doesn't work directly on message, because here, if I will print the message, this one, it will be normal, like I save it here. So our methods, lower and upper, doesn't work on the message. They create a new string and return like an output. So we have we pass the message, but he will don't work on that message. He will create a new one. So that's why to be careful here, because we have a different string here. Regarding to this, we are able also, let's put is nice. Is nice is enough. So Python is nice. So if I run again, we have Python is nice, only small letters, capitalized letter, and the normal one. But also I will print here, print. What we can do, we can make this message, this text, to be like a title. What means to be like a title? Each word starts with a capitalized letter. So we have P, I, and N, it will be bigger. Now let's see, Python is nice, so all first letter from the word, it will be capitalized. Also, we can make, let's say, capital, just a second to print. Let's say if I remember correctly, the method name message that I think is capitalize. Capitalize is a method. Actually, this one, what is doing, what he will do is, let's put here small p. Actually, you'll make only the first letter from my string to be capitalized. So in this moment, I will have the big P here. So the capitalized method, it will change only the first letter from my string. The title, it will change the first letter for each word. Upper, it will change all of them. So this is the difference between these methods. And I think that's all that regarding to the changing case, because here what we can do is to change the case. What is important, because I will create actually a new code. Why it's important, this changing case methods? If I want to count, for example, here, I will copy this. Come on, copy this here, the new one. So here I have number of pi. I have one here, but I say that here if I have with capitalized letter, I don't have this one. I have one here and one here. So I have only two of them. If I want to count, and I want to count also this one to not be case sensitive, so I want to count all of them, what I have to do actually is until to call I will make here a new line because I don't like to have that thing on. Okay, until to call the count function, what I have to do is to call. So I want to check with lower letters. So in this moment, I will call lower method. This method will make all characters, small characters, lower characters, and after that I will count the pi, that substring. So in this way, actually, what I have, it's made, my script, my functions call, is creating this one in this way. He will not change the original text, only for my analyze, and after that they count them. So actually I can put here, and I will have also 3 number of the appearance. So 3, even if this one is greater. So if I don't call the lower, actually the text, it will not be changed, and I will have only 2 of them. Let's see, only 2. So this is the difference and the importance of this method, lower and upper, that can be used with other methods like count, starts with, ends with, and so on. Okay, let's see now the strip. I put it here. Actually, we have some methods. The problem appears when we use the strings from the user. Let's put here, I have a variable, let's say text equal with input from the user, type something, and I want to concatenate this string. Let's put here type. Okay, I want to use another text, equal with hello space, and I want to concatenate with what type your name. I will put here your name. Okay, and I want to print in the end, print another text plus text. So actually, if I will insert here a name, Tom, Aline, or so on, I want to print hello without comma. Sorry, without comma. Hello, Aline. Hello, Tom. Hello. What name I have inserted there. So let's check. But here, the user usually they put something like space, a lot of spaces, because I don't know, he have it the space button pressed, and after that I will put Ali, the name, so exactly what they want to insert. If I press enter, I will have something like this: hello, space Ali. So actually, this is a real problem, because it's not correct. Also, they can insert after the text. So let's run again. They will insert space, Aline. I will check just a second, stop, to make more correctly. In the end, I want plus, and I want to put exclamation sign. Okay, so run again, and I'll put Aline, space, and enter. So actually, the final text, it will be something like this. So we don't like to have something like this, and that happens because the user have inserted some unuseful spaces. What we can do for this situation is to use this type of function, strip. So if I put here text and I will call the method strip, actually this method, what he has to do is to change the spaces from the beginning and from the end. So actually, in this moment, if our user will put Aline, space, enter, the result, it will be okay. Because with this method strip, actually, I eliminated that spaces from the starts of the string and also from the end of my string. So that's why when we have something like this and we have to eliminate these spaces, we have to use strip function. Also, with similar with this one, we have lstrip function. You see here, this function, it will eliminate only the spaces from the left, so from the beginning. Let's run again. So space, Aline, space. Enter. So they will eliminate the spaces only from the beginning, from the left, and not from the right. So this will be the difference. Let's put, actually, I will let here this way, and let's make a new one, and a new one. I will use here lstrip, and here we have also for the right rstrip. So it will be strip both of them, lstrip only from the left, right strip only from the right. Let's run again to see the results for all of these three situations. So space, 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 all in, space, 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 enter. So we have eliminated from the left and from the right, only from the left because in the right we have them, only from the right because in the left we have them. So these three methods are used to eliminate the spaces from the end or from the beginning. Repeat, it's very useful when we have the inputs from the user to check this text that the user have inserted in console. Okay, let's go to the edit strings. Here, what I want to discuss is, let's make code regarding to the replace method. I will put something like this: replace method. This method, actually, what it's doing is to, exactly like the name says, to replace. It will replace a substring with something else. For example, I will have a text and I will use here C++. It's an amazing programming language. Great, I have this text. And now what I want to do is I want to replace some amazing, some substrings with other substrings. So let's put something like text replace. Here, what we have to do is to specify the old substring. So what we have here, I want to change this C++ with Python. So I will put text replace. I want to change C++. And the second argument, it will be actually the new substring. So I will have to pass the parameter Python. So in this way, I will change in this text, the C++ with Python. Let's see to print the text and yeah, why we have this problem? I say that the method, it will not change the value from the text. So that's why this replace will return actually the new string. So I'll have to save in the new one. Let's say new text equal with this one, and I will print the new text. So the methods will not make modification in that variable that I pass it to the method. It will create a new string. Let's see. Okay, we have a problem. What problem? Text dot replace C++ new text, because here it is with a small t. So I don't have the variable new text because it was with a small t. I change it now. Let's see. Python is an amazing programming language. So also we can put here, if I want to make a chain call, just a second. I want to change also amazing. So I have also replace amazing. Be careful here because the old substring should be exactly similar with what we have in our string. So amazing with very good, very good. And also I want to change programming with, so replace programming, good. I will programming with scripting. scripting. Yes. Here it's very important because this one it will change, this one it will change, but this one it will not change something in my text. Why? Because here I have used it programming with capital P, and it doesn't exist this substring in my text. So that's why this one it will not make some modification. But this one amazing with very good, and C++ with Python they will change. Let's print it. So Python is okay. We have here a problem, an amazing with very good. Let's change again. Python, it's a very good programming language. So this one is not changed this function, because actually we don't have this substring. So that's why the replace method it will change, but also it's a case sensitive method. What is important also, if we have, let's say, a message, actually it's better to create a new one. Code, and I will use the same text equal with Python is a programming language. Also C++. C++ is a programming language. English is a language. Great. I have this text, sorry. And now what I want to do in this text, let's create a new text equal with text dot replace, and I want to replace programming. So let's put here programming, double M. I want to replace with capitalized letter programming. Also, let's print actually first this print new text. So what I want to present here is here my method, my replace method, it will change also here and also here. So we have this word programming one times here and second time here. So you have it twice. So they will change it for both of operation of my text. So let's see, Python is a programming language. Also C++ is a programming language. Also, I want to do for this language. So I will do new text equal with new text dot replace, and I have language with, I will put also capitalized one, language. Let's see it, run it. Python is a programming language, also C++ is a programming language, English is a language. So that's why we can replace, but multiple times. If we have that substrings with more operation in our string, we can do this thing. Also, so exactly like I said here, be careful because it's case sensitive. So if we have small letters, we have to use small letters. So that's why here for the replace method, if you want to replace, actually you have to make something similar with upper or lower function. So that's why if you use, for example, Word and you want to replace, you will see that they are not case sensitive, and you if you replace something in your document, you will see that even if you have it a small character or a capitalized character, they will change with what you said here. So be careful when you create your programs, how do you use upper or lower for replacing. Usually it's recommended to don't do that, but if you have to use them, is not a problem. Great. I think that's all that I prepared for this video. I hope that it will be helpful for you. And if you have any questions, put them in the comment section, and or ask me in the class, or I don't know, send me any email or so on. See you on the next video. Bye bye.